Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of it. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. These energies can absolutely be swapped. So if you end up resonating more with the energy to my right than to my left, or if you're a cross watcher, then vice versa, do know that that is completely fine and totally normal. The point of these readings is for you to take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. And remember, these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone. We'll be looking at a different tarot deck for each side of the connection. But as always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall oracle cards and clarified those, so we'll jump into those in just a second. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Pisces, starting with your side of this connection, you have spiritual cleansing with the Hangman in reverse. I feel like this is a connection that you have had a really hard time letting go of. I feel like it's one that has caused you quite a bit of pain, but for some reason, it just feels like you have not been able to rid yourself of this person's energy. And I feel like you felt very attached or very connected to this person, maybe even when you didn't want to. Maybe you do want to, but it just feels like you constantly are pulled into this person's energy. And I feel like there is a reason for that we'll get in this reading, because this person has the Emperor in reverse with boundaries. So this feels more like a warning message about, because this is the overall energy, right? We're not actually diving into the person's kind of energy, but like the overall message, the overall theme of what we're diving into here. And what I'm saying with this person is that they have a tendency to be kind of controlling. And maybe that comes in the form of sabotaging connections or running away from connections or actually being manipulative or something, a little bit more intense. Either way, there is this warning that boundaries are absolutely important when it comes to this connection. And I feel like that has been really difficult for you because you felt so pulled into this person's energy, or like you feel so like maybe there's a situation where you feel like you can't get away from this person's energy. But even if you can, it feels like you can't. Like you feel like you are not able to for some reason. Now, in between this connection, there is message with the Eight of Cups. There is some sort of message about this connection, Pisces, that I feel that you haven't really been able to fully hear or listen to. There's something that you're needing to do in regard to this connection. And the Eight of Cups is always kind of an energy of like moving forward to something better for you. I'm not necessarily saying that's exactly what's happening here, but I do feel like there's something that you're needing to do, some sort of message that the universe has been sending you that you haven't listened to. But let's start by looking, Pisces, at this person's energy, clarifying spiritual cleansing and the Hanged Man in reverse. This is Pisces side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. More. This is Pisces side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. This is Pisces side of this connection. This is Pisces side of the connection, please. There's the message. The Page of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. You feel a deep loss when it comes to this connection. And I feel like that has been very emotional for you, this loss. Like, obviously, loss is emotional, but I just feel like this has hit, like it's a loss that maybe you feel you've never really experienced before. It's very heavy and very, the absence is felt more than you've experienced in the past. Now, this connection doesn't necessarily need to be in separation. It could still be together, but you feel as if you are losing them. That could be something too. This person's, or Pisces energy towards this person. So you're feeling this Five of Pentacles energy here. More for Pisces side of this connection. Pisces side of this connection, please. Okay. So you're really tired of the way that things have been in this connection, because I feel like it's been like a same old for a while here. Like it just feels like the same issues arise in this connection, or you're having the same conversations over and over again, or you're being disappointed by the same things over and over again. Now you have certain expectations of this connection and of this person, and I don't feel like they really live up to those expectations. Which your expectations could very much align with what you deserve, right? You deserve someone who shows up for you, who loves you, who respects you, who reciprocates that love and respect that you provide. But it feels like you kind of have found yourself very stuck in this energy of just the disappointment in this connection has become expected, because you've been experiencing it over and over again for quite some time now. And I feel like, you could be dealing with a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You certainly don't have to be, but I like to call it out as I see it. And there's a lack of seeing things clearly with the Ace of Swords in reverse. There's a lack of clarity here that's needing to be brought to the surface. And I feel like that's what this message is that you're not hearing. This is Pisces side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. This is Pisces side of the connection. Because here's the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some sort of breakthrough that you're needing here. And honestly, a breakthrough, something that you've been avoiding. There's a message. The universe has been sending you a message about this connection. And it could be through this person's actions or inactions. And it feels like you haven't been able to really hear. Yeah, because there's the Emperor in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Emperor in reverse. So your control is getting in the way. We'll get more on that. Because their controlling tendencies could be a reflection of yours. Either way, there's this breakthrough that's needed. And I feel like we'll get more on that throughout the reading. So let's get more for Pisces side of this connection. This is Pisces side of this connection. Pisces, you're being a little bit stubborn about this. I feel like you see the potential of this. Yeah, because there's the Queen of Cups. So this is definitely you. 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Queen of Cups. I feel like you see the potential of this. And that potential has kept you hanging on for so long. You see the potential in this person. You see the potential in what this connection could be. And I feel like you're so willing to put up with the disappointment now because you feel like it will be worth it in the end. But yet, it's not, things aren't moving forward the way that you expected them. You're continuing to find yourself back in this energy of disappointment. Like every time things maybe seem to progress, it always ends up back where you started. Because there's something you're avoiding. There's this, you have the Tower in reverse with the High Priestess in reverse, something you're avoiding, not listening to your intuition here. Your higher self is trying to send you a message about this connection. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is yet. It is not coming through yet. Pisces side of this connection. Pisces side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Pisces side of this connection. See, okay. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the Lovers and the Empress in reverse. See, I feel like you see this person as like a really good match for your energy. And maybe on some levels they are. However, you're not putting yourself first here. There's an energy of putting this person ahead of yourself. And maybe that's the message that you're needing to see. You're loving this person more than you are loving yourself. And that's keeping you trapped in this kind of like disappointment, this burnout, like tired of this kind of energy. It's probably pretty triggering for you. There's that King of Pentacles again. So I definitely feel like you could be dealing with the Earth sign, but you don't have to be. And I feel like all of this is because you see this potential. But remember, seeing the potential in someone and loving someone for their potential is loving someone who doesn't exist. And that's such a hard truth to have to come to terms with, especially when you're dealing with, someone that you do truly love and truly care about and truly want to see be the best version of themselves. But at the same time, there has to come a time where you are able to say, I love myself more than I love this person, than I love the potential of this person. Because what you're saying is that you believe on some level, Pisces, I feel like that if you feel like if it isn't this person, if this person doesn't reciprocate or love you or show up for you or whatever the case is, that you are not going to ever receive love. I feel like you feel like if it isn't this person, you're never going to receive what you want. And that within itself is a huge limiting belief that keeps us trapped in attachment to certain outcomes, right? I even posted a video yesterday, but Pisces gets released on Friday, and so that would be 3 days ago, because it's Wednesday now, that talked about detachment of outcomes and understanding that if something isn't coming to fruition for you, that's divine protection, because what the universe is saying is if it's not this, it's going to be better. And I feel like there's this level of feeling like if it's not this, you're going to have nothing. And that fear has kept you trapped in not putting yourself first, which I get. No judgment from me whatsoever. I have been there. But the second that I was finally able to say, I am deserving of more than this, this doesn't feel right, this isn't good enough, like this isn't good enough for me, essentially, this isn't good enough for me. And I stepped away and did the healing that came with that. I was then presented with the person that I am currently with, who is hands down the love of my life. And is so much, it's now laughable thinking about what I used to accept or what I used to think I needed to fight for or what I used to think I was deserving of with what I have, like in comparison to what I have now. Because with where I was at before, I was fighting for the bare minimum. And what I have now, I'm receiving more than I ever thought was possible when it comes to loving relationships. And so this doesn't have to be a romantic connection that I'm talking about here. But I just feel like there's this level of understanding that there's this need to let go and let the universe step in and do its thing. And I feel like it's time for that, Pisces, because you have been fighting with this for so long. This is Pisces side of the connection. Now that might not be what you want to hear, but I also feel like it could be very freeing for you to see things that way. But I also feel, Pisces, like you have your heart closed off. It kind of feels like you have your heart closed off to what you are deserving of. Now, that's the biggest thing, right? We accept what we think we deserve. And if you're accepting this bare minimum, and I kind of feel like that's what this is, very bare minimum or even nothing. This person could be very much just not giving you anything at all. And you're accepting that, what you're telling the universe is, this is all I deserve. And the universe is going, are you sure? And you're saying, yeah, this is all I deserve. And the universe is like, okay. And then you're getting frustrated about the fact that this isn't making you happy or isn't fulfilling you or is continuously disappointing you. And the universe is like, man, I got something better for you over here. But you're saying, no, I want this to work out. And I understand. I get why. I get the dynamic of this connection, but I also feel at the same time that you're doing yourself an injustice. And again, my readings are I'm never going to focus my readings on what I think people want to hear, right? My intention for my readings is providing the messages of highest truth and compassion with a balance between love and truth. And I want the truth that needs to be heard to come through with love. So let's see what this person's energy towards you is here, Pisces. Because you have a warning of needing to set boundaries. This person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces, please. Pisces, this person heavily takes you for granted. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse for me is an energy of like not being very grateful, lack of gratitude or need for more gratitude. And with it being in reverse, first card out, I don't feel like this. I feel like this person takes you and your energy for granted. And I feel like you know that. And that's where most of your frustration comes from. But why do you feel like this person has to see your worth in order for you to be deserving of love, right? This person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces. See, they see this connection is not coming together. They see it they see it as if this connection has fallen apart. I almost feel well, actually, I want more on this Three of Pentacles in reverse. I don't feel like this person is a very good teammate. That's what I feel like is coming through. Like maybe they're very independent and they feel like they need to do everything on their own, or they're very like they don't allow you. Because any healthy relationship, and this is something that took me a long time to learn, but any healthy connection, healthy relationship has to have an equal give and take. That reciprocation is so insanely important. And if someone is super independent and feels like they need to be, that hyper independence that someone might have is actually a trauma response, right? People who feel like they need to be hyper independent, or people who don't feel like they're able to trust other people because they haven't been able to in the past, blah, blah, blah. Which maybe this person has a past, right? And everyone does though, right? And you need to have empathy for this person all day long. You can say, I'm sorry for the way that this person, things this person have experienced, and the way that they feel, and the way that they act in connections. But unconditional love and empathy does not equal unconditional tolerance. You do not have to put up with someone's treatment or with the way that someone isn't present in your life, or the effort that they do or don't give, right? You don't have to take that and accept it for what it is. You get to have a choice in what it is that you deserve and what it is you will or will not accept from other people. And I feel like for some reason, Pisces, it's really, really hard for you to see this person through an objective lens. And I feel like that's because there is love here and there is empathy here. But at the same time, I feel like, and I'm not going to clarify this Three of Pentacles in reverse again, because as I was shuffling, I started channeling. But I just feel like there's so much that you're missing from this, that this person, quite possibly Pisces, might not be able to give you. This person's energy toward Pisces. One more. This person's energy toward Pisces, please. Ooh, that's funny. There's the Empress in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. But then there's the Ace of Swords. See, this is interesting. I don't feel like these were necessarily supposed to come out. But it's like their Emperor in reverse, their tendency to be controlling is where the frustration comes from. And I feel like they have to be controlling because maybe they have trust issues. This person can have trust issues. I don't know. It's just come through a couple of times. They don't have to, but All right, this person's energy toward Pisces. This person sees this connection as being in conflict. I also feel like this person is having a pretty extreme, like this person's at war with themselves. And because they're at war with themselves, that might be projected as them being kind of at odds with you, right? So any of the conflict that exists coming from their side is a reflection of what's going on within, which is always the case. But that message is certainly coming out for their side of the connection. So they could like create problems, or problems don't exist, or just like this Five of Wands just kind of feels like a very chaotic energy, like just kind of all over the place, like not really, maybe they don't really know how to relax or like chill out. They always have to be on the go. And I feel like that comes from this person's running from something. This person's energy toward Pisces. This person is running from something, and I don't know what that is, but I want to know. This person's energy toward Pisces. Six of Swords. The Empress in reverse. I want to pull more here. Clarifying this message. Ten of Swords, Four of Wands in reverse, Six of Swords, Empress in reverse. I feel like they would be the kind of person where if you spoke up about what you need or talked about how you felt like you were receiving less than what you deserved, they would take it as a personal attack, which usually means, and if someone takes your boundaries as a personal attack, anyone who gets offended by you setting boundaries is the person that benefits from you not having any. And I feel like this person, and Pisces, damn, this is a hard message. It's a hard message to deliver. But I feel like this person is one of those people. They get offended when you set boundaries because they benefit from you not having any. And they take your boundaries as a personal attack. And that within itself is a sign from the universe, a message from the universe, that there's something else that you need to take a look at here. Because this person isn't giving you what you deserve. And if you are to ask for it, my guess is that they don't handle that well. And maybe they say you're asking for too much, or maybe they say that they are just not capable of it, or they're just too busy, or blah, 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 right? Anyone who tells you that you're asking for too much isn't willing to provide you with what you deserve, because your emotional needs are never too much. Ever, 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 ever. And I feel like they don't have the kind of stability in their own life to be able to handle, because they do. I feel like this person kind of thrives in chaos a little bit, and that's okay. There are people out there that are like that, but, and this is what I was about to say, so I'm glad this card with the Ten of Wands, but their chaos should not be your burden. Their inability to show up for themselves should not be a burden to you. And if it does become a burden to you, then that is when you have to look within and say, what decision do I need to make that is best for me? And it feels selfish whenever you are not used to choosing yourself, and when you are used to putting other people and their healing ahead of your own. But I feel like this has been kind of a long time coming, Pisces, where there's this need to reevaluate this person's role in your life. And maybe this is someone that you need to love from afar. This person's energy toward Pisces. Definitely a need to set stronger boundaries with them, though. Yeah, because look at this, the King of Cups in reverse. This person isn't kind, I feel like, or at very least, I don't feel like they're very empathetic to like what you have going on. I feel like it's like and I get why they're like this, and I have empathy for them to say, when people are dealing with a lot, when they have a lot going on and a lot of trauma and so on and so forth, it's really easy to get caught up in, needing to take care of yourself first before you can help someone else. But I feel like what they do is they create chaos for themselves. They always have a lot going on so that they can use that as an excuse to not like show up for you, or not just you in particular, but like the chaos is the way that they distract themselves from handling the real stuff going on in their life. And that's a hurt person doing that, right? Hurt people. But I just feel like you've taken on the burden of that, and you've tried to take on the burden of their healing and say, man, if this person would just, do some self-reflection, or if they would just be a little bit open-minded, or if they would just see their own worth or see my worth, then I see everything they could be. Like, I feel like you have that empathy and you see that potential, but that has started weighing on you to the extent where you are so burnt out from this connection that I feel like you are now in a place where you have given so much of your love and your energy and and just what you have to give to this person, that you've left very little for yourself. And that has left you feeling very empty, and will continue to, unless there is something that is done about it. This person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces. Person is a karmic lesson for you. The frustration that they bring to your life, because this is the reevaluation. The universe is trying to get you to reevaluate this person, is a karmic lesson for you. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And it's hard to see that, because I feel like there is such a love and like genuine connection that could potentially exist. But this person has so much going on that keeps them capable of being able to have that. Because remember, any kind of healthy relationship, there's a foundation of reciprocation. And I just don't feel like this person reciprocates to you. Okay, my goodness, that was a tough one. We're going to hop on over to the extended. We have message with the 8 of Cups. I'm going to pull 9 different messages, and then I have an advice card to pull at the end. Thank you so much, Pisces, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Pisces. Okay, bye.